Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of getting familiar with Ubuntu. Now this is part 3 is assuming that you've watched part 1, downloading the Ubuntu ISO and saving it to your computer. Also assuming that you've watched part 2 where you've downloaded the image burning tool that will allow you to burn the Ubuntu ISO that you downloaded to a USB drive or pen drive so that you can boot from that and install Ubuntu. Now part 3 will assume that you successfully installed Ubuntu and you've booted for your first time and now you're looking at your desktop in Ubuntu. To start with, if you'd like to change your wallpaper, it's very straightforward to do. Similar to in Windows, you can right-click your desktop and choose Change Background. At this point, you'll get a dialog that will pop up. And from here, you can select a variety of images that are part of Ubuntu. I'm going to stick with the raring ringtail for now. And so let's get on with tweaking this Ubuntu out so that we can get the best performance out of it. We're going to open Files. This is a file manager similar to My Computer or Explorer in Windows. And you see that it breaks it down to where you have your desktop. And if you double click that, it will show any folders that you've created on your desktop. Documents, downloads, any downloads you may have downloaded from the internet. Variety of music, videos, and other folders that by default anything you might download or save would go to these. For example, pictures would go to here if you were to save those off the internet, videos, and things of that nature. So you'll notice if we go into our computer that this is the equivalent of C drive or My Computer on a Windows machine. And you'll notice that if we reduce the size of this, we get a rather weird scrolling option where the scroll is offset to the side here. Some people like it, some don't, but we're going to install something that will allow us to change that. Also, you'll notice that I've already changed my minimize, maximize, and close buttons to the right. By default, you'll notice they're on the left. So how do we do this? Well, let's start by creating our first shortcut on our Unity bar. If you click up top, let's type in terminal, and you'll see that we've pulled up the result in our search for a terminal. I'm going to click and drag this right down here on my Unity bar and let it go. That way I'll have it for a shortcut for quick access. Alright, so we're going to launch our terminal, and I've already copied it to my clipboard, so I'm going to paste this. And what this is going to allow us to do is download the Unity Tweak tool, which is going to provide a variety of ways for us to tweak the interface, the look, behavior of Ubuntu. So the command will be, I'll place it down here so you can see it, and once we've entered that in our terminal, we'll hit enter. We'll have to provide our password for our login. It's going to connect to the internet and download the Unity Tweak tool and install it to our computer as well. So you see that it's doing that now, and it's finished. So at this point you can close your terminal, and if you go up to your search, you can type in Unity, and you see that it's installed the Unity Tweak tool. So if I open this up, you'll see that we've got a variety of options that we can now tweak. It's broken down into categories. We've got Unity, which will apply to this and its behavior. We've got Windows Manager, we've got the general appearance, and then we've got the system. So if we go under Unity, we'll click Launcher. We can tell it, this is our launcher, we can tell it to auto-hide by selecting this. And you'll see that it will auto-hide. Okay. We can go into search and tell it whether the background would be blurred or not when we pull a search. See how right now we can see through this and it's not blurred. You can see the text beneath it. If we were to tell it to blur, when we bring it back up, you can see now how it's blurred what's beneath the search. Panel, we've got how long this menu will remain visible. If we had it in an auto-hide state, we can adjust our clock, whether to view it in 24-hour time or 12-hour time. When we go into our switcher, we can adjust a variety of aspects of how our windows respond. If we go back to overview, we've got the general under window manager. We can tell it under our workspace settings to turn on the workspace switcher on or not. And what this does is it gives us 4 desktops, which is a really neat feature. Virtual desktops. For example, if I wanted the show notes opened here, okay, and I wanted to go back to the Unity Tweak tool, we can go right back there. So the workspace switcher is a really neat way to get yourself 4 virtual desktops. And of course, you can change how many virtual desktops. We'll adjust this. We'll up it by 3 and 3. Now if we come into here, you'll see we've got a variety of virtual desktops. So it's a pretty neat feature. I will leave it at 2 and 2. And that's just what I'm used to. Alright, so we've got window spread. That's just a spacing on windows and different icons. Window snapping, whether you want a window to snap when you move it from side to side. Hot corners, again, you can assign different functions to hot corners. And a variety of title bars, features, and things of that nature. We've got, under appearance, we've got a variety of themes that we can switch between. And you see that it's changing in real time here. And I'm going to stick to the ambience theme, which is the default. You can change icons, and you'll see that those will update. Okay. Change from cursor themes. Windows controls would be how you would move these minimize, maximize, and close buttons from the left to the right. Okay, under Windows controls, just remember that. Alright, so this part 3 has allowed us to install the Unity Tweak tool and get familiar with how we can tweak various aspects of Ubuntu. So coming up next, part 4, and we'll go over some more features and more tweaks that will help make Ubuntu a much more suitable environment for you. So hope this helps. Remember, look for part 4 coming up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.